Okay, good morning, folks. We are at the pie, the Flying Saucer Pie Company today. Alan's making his normal entry into the.
This thing on?
he's.
Oh, it is.
Hopefully, folks, you don't get too tired of him doing that.
Got me a flying saucer commemorative hat.
Flying Saucer Pie Shop hat.
Yeah. Signed by the aliens themselves.
So the Flying Saucer Pie Shop is on Cross Timbers in Houston, just west of I-45. It is a pie company, as they say in their name. They bake a lot of pies, make a lot of whole pies.
They do.
They're not a restaurant. They're a pie company.
Yes. Don't expect to come here and with the family and sit down and enjoy a piece of pie. Well, you could, I guess. You just wouldn't have any seating.
There are no tables
Sit
and no
on the floor.
chairs.
Okay.
So when you get if you just want a slice of pie,
It's to go.
it's
And
to
once
go.
you get out of here.
And you're sitting in the truck,
Right.
eating your pie while people walk by and
Look at you, wondering what you're doing.
Exactly. Particularly when you have the video recorder going.
Right.
So
This lady over here.
we will do our review of the pecan pie from the Flying Saucer Pie Company now. As you may recall, we do crust, filling, pecans, the appearance of the pie, and then kind of an overall comment on the pie and give it a rating of
Right.
1 to 10. Okay. So on the crust of the pie was very, very thin. Too thin, as Alan said.
Too thin.
And consequently,
Almost like you didn't even have a crust at the bottom.
it was very close to not having.
Right, because
crust. So the filling, because the crust was so thin, the filling pretty much just was absorbed by the crust.
Right, dominated it.
And made it very doughy.
Yeah.
And
that's about right. Yeah.
And then when we tasted the crust off the back of the pie, the thicker part of the crust, it was very floury. It didn't have a buttery or sweet taste. It tasted like a flour.
Pizza crust.
Pizza crust. There you go. Something like that. A little.
Yeah. Maybe they moonlight as a pizza company at nighttime, and that's their crust they use. I don't know.
Anyway, we gave it
It's possible.
3. So we gave the crust a 3. 3. For the filling, it was very moist, kind of a creamy consistency.
Which was good. I mean,
it was good.
Not bad.
It was not too sweet. Kind of had a buttery flavor.
Nice
actually.
buttery flavor to it.
It was a little light on color. Not as dark as we like in our pecan pie.
Yeah.
Probably use light Karo syrup as opposed to a darker.
The dark, yeah.
But it did taste good, and it was moist. Tasted fresh. We gave it a 4 on our scale of 1 to 10.
We did. And yeah,
it was good.
I enjoyed it. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about it.
Yes. The pecans. We can't say the same about the pecans as we can the filling. Once again, we're big fans of halved.
The halves, yeah.
The whole half pecans.
Yeah. Right.
These were bits again, chopped bits. They were a little chunkier than some of the places we've had bits on our pecans. They looked like they'd maybe been roasted prior to being baked on the pie. They
could have been, but
some pieces were pretty dark.
Again, people use halves.
Yes.
Pieces go in cookies.
Yes.
I'm going to say this every time we get pieces in every video.
Yes.
Okay?
So that again, because the filling was so moist, it kind of was absorbed not only in the crust but also into the pecans.
It was.
And so consequently, the pecans were a little chewy and not, they didn't taste fresh. They didn't have a snap when you bit into
Snap.
it. They weren't. They tasted, the texture was like they were a little stale.
Yes.
And we think it's not because they were, but
Maybe
because of the bits.
Because of
they got
the
absorbed
bits
by the
and
filling.
then the filling, it overpowered it.
Yes,
So you had to use halves. I think it would have been
it would have stayed.
muy primo.
Yes. On the appearance, it obviously looked like it was homemade.
Yes.
Every part of it, the crust, the filling,
It did.
the way it was baked and all, it looked really good, except for the bits, as we mentioned. The crust, as we've talked about, it looked better than it tasted.
Yes.
Which was disappointing because we knew we're at a pie company. We were hoping for a good flaky, buttery, sweet almost crust, and this just tasted like flour. So that was disappointing. We gave it a
Pizza
4.
dough. You don't want to admit it. It was pizza dough.
Yeah.
It probably would have tasted good on a pizza, actually. Oh, we'll get back to that. Anyway.
So for overall, when we looked at the overall, it had a good ratio of filling to pecans.
It did.
And it was a nice size piece of pie. It wasn't thick, but it wasn't thin either. It was a good size.
As you can see in the pictures.
Yeah. The crust, as we've mentioned a number of times, was disappointing. Very, very
It was,
thin,
yeah.
which kind of took away from it a lot. It was served room temperature, sliced off of a whole pie, right here in the store.
Sliced off a whole pie, yeah. I don't think they're making them just with slices. I think that's how they do it everywhere. But I could be wrong. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
There is nowhere to sit down if we haven't mentioned it. I think
Yeah, we did mention it, but bring your own chair, folks.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Just come in, just load up the kids and bring about 4 or 5 chairs and just come in and sit down and just eat. They probably wouldn't know what to do with you. There's no restroom, so do your business before you get here.
Anyway, we gave it a 4. So overall, our total score for the Flying Saucer Pie Company was an 18
Whopping 18 out of 50.
out of 50.
So a lot better than our last review. So
It's better.
Looks like we're progressing here.
It's a good piece of pie. I'm not sure if I were in the area, I might swing by and grab a slice of pie. I can tell you, looking
But
at
we don't live in the ghetto, so we're not going to be in this area.
It's not the ghetto, folks. But
It's not.
when you go in, they have a lot of pies, and we looked at the racks of pies that they make here.
Racks.
And they make a lot of different kinds, and they all look good. So
We're still talking about pies. Anyway.
what I would say is, if I were in the area, I'd swing by for a slice, but I wouldn't make a special trip.
Yeah, just bring your gun with you.
And forgot to mention it when we started this video. This is DNA Pictures. We're signing out
Doug and Allen.
from the Flying Saucer Pie Company.
Thanks
for watching.
Yes, let us know what you think, and if you have any other comments or reviews that you'd like us to go and do. Actually, if you have a place you want us to go visit, we'll go do it.
Send a message or something.
All right, we're out of here. Is it all?